Thank you, Ian. My sound was off because I did a recording earlier for a company. Um, oh my god, I would have done that entire thing without any sound on. All right, we're going to backtrack a little bit because I showed you a lot of cards at the beginning. We'll catch Ian up. Okay, and for Ian, what we're going to be doing in this stream is we're going to be looking through the cards that I do not own for my Minotaur deck, the cards I owned for the Minotaur deck, a couple cards I bought thanks to Ian, actually, who's on the stream, and the cards I already owned for the Minotaur deck. So at the very end of the stream, we'll be building this. We have an incomplete Urza set, an almost incomplete Urza's Destiny set, and an incomplete Nemesis set. All foils. We'll be going through those very quickly at the end. And for now, I have $2,700 in foils. Oh, look at that. There's a foil Rorix in there. So you know some cool shit's coming up. And what we're going to be doing now is we're just going to be sorting it by sets because, that'll help me later. So not only am I going to talk to y'all about what is on here or in here, but we'll be looking through it and sorting at the same time. So, Elephant Resurgence. This is probably my fifth Keldon Fire Bombers. I know it's a 5-drop, and it's about $25. It's kind of an expensive card, but it kind of brings the board back down to 3 lands. I think if you ever play a land denial strategy, this is the only acceptable way to do that. I mean, hopefully you're playing with like Thran Turbines that you bought damaged and came in fucking great. But anyway, a cool deck strategy. It also doesn't kill all of your lands. Look at this. This is an original clear Ultra Pro sleeve. This sleeve is worth $1. I'm not joking. I'm going to put these on my Goblin tokens. All right, so we got Chilling Apparition. 1/1 regenerate whenever it's like a hippie. Not a very good card, but... All right, these are the fan favorites. We got some Vitalizing Winds. I remember playing very competitively in Sky Shroud with this card. If we ever go into like some kind of Nemesis block, that would be a cool card to play. I think Spiketail Hatchling is a very good card for Commander in just that, like, I can basically counter whatever I want. And if you're going to play a spell, you're not going to target me with it, or I'm going to fucking counter it. It just sits out there, and it's like a dick. So I like that one. Heart Warden kind of does like a Bird's Paradise thing, but you also get a draw if you don't need it anymore, late game. Silver Glade Elemental, one of my favorite kid cards. I mean, 4/4s were hard to deal with as it was, but this one also gets you another forest, so you can get to 6. It was great. I love it. It's going to be in some decks. I don't know why I bought a Snorting Gahar. Maybe it was a beast. It was probably because it was 20 cents, but there's a Snorting Gazar. I don't have any backstories about that. Deadly Insect, 6/1, untargetable. Obviously, your, what do you call it? Your, the one you get from your graveyard is stronger, but cool card. Also, Insect. We've got a beautiful foil Tranquility here. I mean, the border on this is just fantastic. This card I wasn't going to buy because I felt like it had been inflated in price, the Spazarn Cove. But Lee gave me a really good deal on it. So I bought it. The problem with this type of card is that it comes into play tapped, and then you have to tap to put a storage counter on it. And then the first time you remove a storage counter, you have to tap it again. So you're talking like 3 turns to make 1 mana. All right, very, very, very slow. But I could see in some kind of control deck, oh, look, he's got his Ultra Pro on backwards. Maybe that'll help flex it out. I could see it potentially being used somewhere. We've got a Remorseless Commander, just another foil for our Rebel stuff. We've got a Dryad Lyrist. I think this is a great card. Also, the Seaton. Is his name Seaton? Anyway, there's a Druid Commander that seems very breakable. And if you were going to put a druid in one of your decks, this is definitely going to be one of the first druids you put in. It's a 1-drop, 1/1, and it does shit. So I think this is a highly playable card. Do we have Odyssey yet? We do not have any Odyssey slots. Let's go ahead and scoot down here so I can get all this stuff on camera. Let's put this one over here. All right. Field Surgeon, I think a pretty good cleric. Tap an untapped creature control, prevent 1 damage to target creature this turn. It doesn't prevent damage to players, but if you have enough, it'll block pretty well. Now, I'm going to sit back and have it open up or pour some more beer in here and talk to y'all for a second. So the deal that we did, me and Lee, was that the 3 sets that I bought over here, which are incomplete and mostly trash cards, I bought at Card Kingdom buy list prices. All of the cards here and in this box, we decided on a fair market value. I wanted 10% off of what we agreed on. We did not do that. We just kind of had me buy them at what we agreed was a fair market price. Now, that being said, I get all these other cards at buy list prices. Our fair market price was pretty low, and everything was priced at moderate play. So we did a little give and take. This is probably a good time to talk about the missing cards and such as well. Let me pull that up. So we're missing Bubbling Muck, which is the most expensive one. That was about $30. Then we're missing Fielding Osprey, Lightning Rift, Phyrexian Debaser, and Pledge of Loyalty. All 4 of those cards were duplicates that I had wanted 2 of. He only gave me 1 of. I'm sure they just didn't get caught. But there was also extra cards. So the extra Saber Ants, I don't know where the Dark Mark Prelate came at. The Irrigation Ditch, I think I paid for. There was a Rushwood Drummer. There was a Warmonger / Lightning Hounds promo. 4 extra Mirrodin land or Mercadian Mask lands, and a Phyrexian Driver. Now, a big thing with the Stone Rain that was extra is that he had marked it as a Tectonic Break. Now, a foil Tectonic Break is like $25. I think a foil Stone Rain is like $5. So we lose about $20 in that thing. Obviously, the Bubbling Muck is a big one at $30, so that's like we're up to $50 difference. But it's fine. I don't want to worry about it. I mean, I'd like to get just, the cards I paid for, and then I won't worry about the Stone Rain Tectonic Break stuff. They're actually, I think it's 215 and 216 in the set numbers. And Lee told me that when he was doing the things, he only looked at the set numbers, not the card names. Because if he had noticed, he would have obviously put the foil Stone Rain in the buy pile. It's not like I would have had an extra foil Stone Rain. So it should have been a Tectonic Break. I'm down about $5 or $20. We don't worry about minutia in a $2,800 deal with 500 cards. I'm fine with it. We're fine with it. I told him I want these 5 cards. They weren't in the list. I'm sure he'll find them. I got these extras. We'll balance it out. And by balance it out, I mean we don't care. All right. The next card is Mercadian Mask Puffer Extract. Pay X, target creature control gets +X/+X, destroyed at end of turn. It's a 5-drop, which is huge. So I could see this in like 2 different decks, right? 1, you're like throwing big tramplers at people, and 2, you're doing like control magic all the fucking time, right? I don't know. I think it would be cool in either of those decks to have 2 utilities, and it's a beautiful artifact anyway. So Puffer Extract. Moment's Silence, obviously good. There's a little bit less diplomacy on this card than like Moment's Peace, because it says target player skips or her next combat phase. So that means that the creatures are going to be untapped. You have to do it before they declare attackers. But still, I think a great card in some kind of fog deck. Oh boy, I think this is our most valuable card we've hit so far. We have not been in the valuable cards yet. All right, Sigil of Sleep was $40. This card is amazing. 1 blue, enchant creature. Whenever enchant creature deals damage to a player, return target creature to its owner's hand. This is what I want to play with, like Osprey. This card was $40. It's fucking excellent. I'm glad I own it. It was one of the cards we kind of negotiated about because I wanted to pay, I think, like $35, and he was like, it's going for $55, so he like settled it at $40. And again, I want y'all to consider this and where I wanted to take 10% off of our agreed upon market value, but there were a lot of deals that Lee gave me. He was very lenient in a lot of this pricing, so I factor that in, and I think he gave me at least 10% of value in that kind of stuff. All right, anyway, we got Keratin Kidnappers, just another mercenary card. Hoodwink is great. I don't know what I paid for that, but it was probably less than it should have been because this card is fucking great. Instant. Return target artifact, enchantment, or land. I mean, you see that? It's a colorless and a blue. It's not 2 blue. It's a boomerang without the other blue. Beautiful. Devout Witness. It's a spell shaper. I think it's become a wizard. But continuous artifact enchantment destruction. Pretty good. I think Arrest is great. Obviously, Passivism probably better. But this one shuts down activated abilities. I think it's a great card, especially in Cube. We got 2 Steadfast Guards. We got a Flaming Sword. And I see the next couple cards are pretty fucking cool. All right. How about Rorik's Bladewing, my friends? Okay, so I'm going to just sit back a little bit and but Rorik's is the last of the, what do you call them? Pit fighters that I did not have foil. Rorik's, Arcanus, Sylvos, Jareth, and the black one, Visara, right? All those foils, those will go into my multiplayer decks. Rorik's, I think, was the most competitive of all of them. I mean, you're talking about, if you think Fireball is a good card, wait till you pay 1 less for a fucking card that's going to attack again. I mean, Rorik's. Whew. And look at that thing. He's flying over the arena. Let me read it to you. In the smoldering ashes of Shiv, a few dragons strive to rebuild their native land. The rest seek any opportunity to restore the broken pride of their race. That doesn't seem very dragon-like for me. I actually don't like that quote. But anyway, good card. Do we have an Onslaught pile? I don't think we have an Onslaught pile. Okay, we're going to start a new Onslaught pile with Rorik's here. Silver Knight, classic card. In fact, I'm going to take another second here and just breathe. But in the best deck I ever made, I would take this against any vintage deck in the world history of vintage. It was a legacy deck, and it was called Anti-Flash. And I took it to Chicago. And my main deck was an Anti-Flash deck, and my sideboard was 12 Flash cards and 3 Silver Knights, because Goblins won the tournament. And the only reason I didn't make top 8 was that the guy who won the whole tournament beat me because I drew my Body Snatcher, and he told me after the game was on, this is the guy who won the tournament. This is like round 1 of day 2. He said, if you had just flashed in Protein Hulk for 3 Silver Knights, you would have won. And I was like, oh my God, you're right. So, probably the biggest blunder in professional card history for Robin. My only prey points, my only day 2 in the GP, and Silver Knight did not come into play because I wanted to draw a Brainstorm. It didn't happen and I lost. But easily winnable game. Alright, we're looking for Scourge. I don't see a Scourge here. We don't have an Odyssey yet either. Can we combine any of these? Alright, Ian, if you see two piles that are the same set, let me know. Alright. Crows and Colossus. I'm sure this wasn't an expensive card. It's just fucking hilarious. I think Skullcatcher's a pretty good card. I remember as a childhood favorite. You don't have to necessarily pair it with a bird or soldier deck, but cool stuff. This is, I think, my third foil Grinning Demon. I can see that being played as just a beatdown in a lot of formats. I think it's pretty good. And this is my 7th Battle of Wits. I mean, if you're going to play this deck, you're going to want to play 4 of them. And foils are the best. All right, here's Jareth. Here's another foil arena, or what do you call it? Pit Fighter. This is my second one of this as well. I mean, pay 1 white pro of a color. Like, it's hard to kill that thing. I don't know why I bought Entrails Fester. It was probably cheap, but it's a cat. That's all I have to say about that. Rebel Informer, a really good card. I want to have the Rebel Informer and the Mercenary Informer in the same pod so they can kind of balance each other. Ooh, look at this one. We got 3. I don't think there's any. We got 3 of the Ospreys. 3 Yavimaya Grangers. How much were these? We're going to actually look up a card. I haven't been doing that, but we're going to look up this one because I think this is a cool card to invest in. First set with foils. Yeah, I can't spell. I've been drinking. All right. Not the list. Foil. You're looking at damaged at 350, moderate at 4, light at 10. I think I bought these for like $3 a piece. This card's great. It's been a long, constant Magic. It's like 3 get a land. If you want to, keep the 2/2. Good card. Just a good card. All right, Lightning Rift. We should have gotten 2 of these. We only got 1. But that's, if you want to build a cycling deck, you're going to be playing that card. Hands down, I wanted a foil. This is my second foil Iridescent Angel. What I like for this is I have a deck that you name a creature type and you get the top 1. And I said Angel, and like, this is a very hard card to beat. I like it in the multiplayer formats. It really makes someone commit one of their Wrath cards to like deal with it. And if nobody has one, it's just going to be there and it's going to protect you. I wish that you could give it Vigilance, but unless you do it with a global enchantment, you can't enchant it. So, you know, good luck with that. I don't know what Mana Catch does. At the end of each player's turn, put a charge counter and Mana Catch for each untapped land. So basically, you get to spend the mana of every player who left the turn with untapped lands. I don't know. That seemed cool. I haven't done too much. Ooh, Levitation. I think very underpriced right now. Let's see how much a Levitation is. Because that can just change the whole game. I kind of like it in a deck that doesn't play a lot of flyers. And then you just like upgrade your army. It's like a wonder in your graveyard, right? What's going on here? I'm not sharing my screen with y'all, but so we got a moderate at $1.17. Very, very cheap card. I think very good card. I think this could do a lot of damage in a blue deck that doesn't have a lot of blue flyers. So we're talking about like contradictions here, right? A lot of the blue decks want to play a lot of flyers to start, but If you ever had a Dijin deck or something, that's cool. We're missing a Phyrexian Defiler. Oh, this is a stack of the cards we're missing. 4-drop, 3/3, sack. Target creature gets -3/3. Seems fine to me. Osprey, I want to build this deck. So this is the deck where you put like Curiosity on this thing. It's a 1-drop, 1/1 flyer, as long as it's enchanted. We got a 7th edition foil. I don't think we have a spot for that yet. Scavenger Folk. Last Rites is a great card. I've seen this played in Legacy. Discard a number of cards. That opponent, target player reveals cards from his hand. So it's a Thought Seize for the number of cards you discard. Very cool. Daring Leap is apparently part of a cycle with Hold Reach, so I had to get one. We don't have any Plane Shift. Man, there's a lot of sets here. Alright guys, my stomach's getting a little upset. I'm going to actually go to the bathroom really quick. I hope you're enjoying yourself, Ian. You're the only one here, but I'll be right back. I could put some music on, I guess. See if that gets... Nah, because then they might mute the whole thing. I'll be right back, fellas. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, fellas. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Okay, Hold Reach, one of my favorite fucking cards, dude. The modality, destroy an artifact, destroy an enchantment, destroy an artifact and an enchantment. The fact that you get to choose, like this is like a modal card before they made modal cards. Very cool. A Planar Guide, a 1/1 cleric. Most people do not realize that this is just a 1/1 cleric for your cleric deck. Put the sleeve on there. Remove it from the game, or remove all creatures from the game. At the end of turn, return those cards to play and they're in control. So you could do like this is a fog, or some kind of like, I don't know, there's a lot of fucking things you can do with that card. Second Onslaught card. We have an Infest here. My friend Mark Anthony has a billion of these. Oh look, we have 2 stacks of Onslaught. 2 stacks of Onslaught. Right? Oh no, this is Scourge. Do we have another Scourge stack? Alright, we got that fixed. Alright, this card is very cool. Sack a creature, generate target creature. This is just a global effect for the rest of the game. I think that's worth some money. Sever Soul. I mean, if you want removal, it's not bad. 5 mana, destroy a non-black creature, or bury, and then you gain life. Morgue Toad. We've had a lot of fun with that. Oh, King Crab. Not necessarily very good, but very annoying. I thought was a good pickup. I think this one was actually like $3 or $4. This was not the cheapest of the shit cards. Oh my god. All right. Crows and Restore. The threshold to untap 3 lands. Very enticing. Here we go. We got an elemental. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to it. Like, what the fuck? Crazy. I did tell you all we had another Rack and Ruin. So that is here. How about a foil Decree of Pain? Cycling pretty good. 5, all -2/-2 draw card. If you pay the 8, destroy all creatures that can't be regenerated. Draw a card for each creature destroyed this way. That is how you max out on an 8-drop spell. I've never seen it done better. A Whipcorder is a Rebel, which is awesome. Unfortunately, my split on decks don't have Onslaughts in the Mercadian Math block. But, you know. We're just getting some cool fucking foils, right, boys? All right, Consumptive Goo. I thought this is kind of a cool card. I'm going to light another stogie over here. Maybe Ian wants to come over and sort all this shit into boxes with me. So, it is a repeatable effect that ends up with a +1/+1 counter every time. So even if you don't kill a creature, you are still getting the +1/+1 counter. Very long term, very slow. 2-drop, 1/1. I mean, it's not terrible. If you like use it one time, I don't know, man, it's a 2/2. I don't know. It seemed interesting. I've always loved the Tula's Orders, though I've never played it. It's instant speed. Equipped creature destroys artifacts. I think that's super fun. And we got a Neck Revolver. Unfortunately, this does not get in my color combinations for the Invasion Dragons. But we definitely need to have a set of all Evolvers, because those are badass. This one is obnoxiously good Righteous Cause enchantment. Whenever a creature attacks, you gain life. It doesn't say you, it just says attacks. Very strong. We've got a Anthroplasm. This was probably priced very good. Actually, they had one online for $4, and I told Lee, I was like, I know that they're going for like $8, but there's a near mint one for $5, and he's like, I'll give it to you for $5. So this was like one of the only cards in the whole set that was involved by showing a cheaper price online. It's not a very good card. So it's 2 colorless and 2 blue. Comes into play with 2 counters. And then you can make it an XX. That's not bad. Especially in a deck where you would be removing counters. It's got some legs. It might even have some legs and some CDH deck. For like real times. Like in the future. I don't know, it's a unique effect. It's probably one of the easiest ways to get X counters on something. It's a cool card. I'm glad I bought it. Alright, Birds of Energy. This is just my hot bitch right here. Oh, she's sexy. Untap target permanent, dude. This is so versatile. It doesn't have to be your permanent. You can help someone block something. Anything. And it just is beautiful. I don't know if you can look at my sexy lady. I think this is Tormented Angel. The one that fell from heaven. Because she's so beautiful. I stand ready to die for our world. Will you stand with me? Radiant. Ooh, we have a foil Radiant coming up. Just for those who are interested. There's some money coming up. We have not hit the money pile. Oh, I can see it coming up. Woo! Okay, all right. Chain of Acid. Hilarious multiplayer card. And enjoy getting those stuff. We got another Cleric here, not a particularly good one. This one I would buy as many as you could have for. Crimson Acolyte. Colorless Red, 1/1, Pro Red, target creature against Pro Red. That card seems amazing, and the fact that it starts with Pro Red, like if it didn't have Pro Red and it just had to pay it, not so good. But this one and the black one, I'd like to buy 40 of each copy. Just personally. Shout out, Ian. Here's the card that you need to buy. Wirewood Guardian, just a 4-cycler. Want to have all those. Probe is very good. I wonder how much I paid for this one. It's a decent 3-drop and an amazing 5-drop, right? The floor is the floor is pretty high and the ceiling is higher. I'm going to flip these two cards and I'm going to compare them. Okay. We've got Crimson Acolyte, and then we have Disciple of Malice, right? The Crimson's so much better. I'm saying that there's a black version of Crimson and a white version of Disciple, but I mean, this is only for that cycle deck. I don't know. They're Clerics. This is better. This was very cheap. Heightened Awareness was like $1.25. All right, so Prophecy Foil, somewhat reasonable card? I don't know. Discard your hands pretty fucking rough. But, I don't know. For $1.25, I think that was pretty good. Waterfront Bouncer was not a cheap purchase. I think this is probably 25 bucks. Let's see what Waterfront Bouncer's at. We're looking at heavy at 20, light at 28, moderate at 22. Yeah, I bought it probably right in the range here at 27. It's light played. But definitely a versatile card. I'm not a big fan when decks play like 2 or 3 of them. I think it's a one of, but it's a pretty good card. The Sextus was cheap. It's just kind of monofixing. It's definitely going in a deck. The Driver was another card that was extra. I don't think it got caught on what I spent. I've always loved Forbidding Watchtower. Very hot card. Trenchworm. Oh my god. 4-drop 3/3 that destroys a non-basic land when you want. Keep everybody in check. Right away with that. Stinging Barrier. Childhood favorite. 04. That pings. You can block and then ping something. Sulfuric Vent. I think these cards are pretty good. So my idea on the set to add 2 is if you're in a 3-color deck and you want to do, Waterfront Bouncer is vintage. Yeah, well, what is the exact Oracle text on it? It's just a creature, right? Yeah? I mean, the card's got some legs. I mean, 2 of them. Or I guess in the picture, 6 of them. But my idea for the vents and crevice and all that is that coming into play tapped in a multiplayer format is good enough if you can also use them to filter for your crazy colors, right? I am a black deck that splashes red and blue, and this one makes both, right? I think that's pretty good. All right. Answer Oath with Waterfront Bouncer. There you go. That's a good answer. All right. Now we're getting a little cute here. Yavimaya Wurm. 6-drop, 6/4 trample. Whoever plays a deck with Yavimaya Wurm will be my friend. I will tell you what. Oh, and I love Melissa's signature, dude. Just that stamp right there. Cool card. This is a card that Ian recommended for me for my dragon deck that I actually ended up having already. But I bought another one, Dragon Stalker, 3/3 flying pro dragons. This is a childhood card, 2/2 regenerate. Like, I remember playing with my brother, and he's like, "Why can you always block my 4/4 and like never worry about it?" And I'm like, "Well, I have the Horn Troll." Venomous Dragon, 1/1 flying, death touch. You know, a pretty little death is still death. Simian Grunts. Oh man, a Flash Echo card, guys. Flash Echo 3/4. I love it. I love it. You play it, you block with it, you kill their attacker, you untap, you pay for it again, and you still have your 3/4. Love it. This definitely is going to be in a deck. Oh, we've got the rocks. All right. We'll see how close Ian is to hearing me, and see if Ian can tell me where exactly this rocks came from. It was only available in a very specific product. I think I can turn comment on. No, that's not my version of. My last OPS had a built-in conversation thing, but that was my last. That was my last computer. It was a promo in something. That is very vague, my friend. I will leave it here. Well, I show you the only signed card in this product, which is Ascendant Evocar from Mike Zug. How fucking cool is that? This guy is a 6-mana 3/3. It is a horrible stat line until you realize that he is flying. He doesn't look like a flyer. And he just fucking nukes everything. No, Ian, you're wrong again. This was available with the video game. This came with the video game. You had to buy a PC version, and you got this with it. Cool facts. Oh, God, we hit a $300 card. Goblin Sharpshooter. My God. I want to put it in a deck just because it's so fucking valuable. Good Lord, let's handle that one. Oh, God, we got another banger. Rhea Dawnbringer foil. My Lord. Probably the most broken ability on a card that had ever been put on a card by the time Invasion came out. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to play. This bitch is a 9-drop. A fucking 9-drop. But I swear to God, if this comes into play, you're probably going to win the game, at least in one-on-one. Oh! I had to watch my pants, man. Foil fucking Raincar. I don't think this needs to be discussed very much and how cool that card is, but let's look at a foil Raincar's worth. They do have an F&M promo of it. So as well as the Avalanche Riders I showed earlier, there's an F&M. So heavy's at 30, moderate's at 40, and light's at 60. I think I paid like $35 for this. Dude, if you've... So in these sets, they didn't foil the art. They only foiled the borders. But look at the art. It's like basically foiled already, dude. Like the glow on it. Oh my God. And you're talking about one of the most iconic fucking cards ever. Oh, I love this thing. We've got a foil fucking Pulverize, dude. This is a 0-cost spell. Sacrifice 2 mountains, destroy all artifacts. Man, that was competitive. That was a competitive card. For sure. Okay, we got another set. Let me pour a little more beer in here. We'll keep going. Take a drag. I hope y'all are enjoying. If any of y'all have questions, I'd love to interact with chat. I mean, look at this board. Is this not a beautiful board? This should be like the thumbnail. fucking Morgue Toad, Neck Revolver, Rancor. We got fucking Rev, a pulverized sharpshooter, a 7th foil. Oh, it's beautiful. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun for me, guys. All right, we got not much left, and the last is lands, so we're not gonna take too much time on those. I heard there was a deck that uses Reaping of the Graves to win, so I bought one. I mean, it's got Storm, right? How can you not break it? We have an unsleeved foil Massacre over here. That is a beautiful card. I mean, if an opponent controls the plains and you get a swamp, that's free. Like, can you imagine? Like, even in Legacy, sideboarding that against what do you call it? Death and Taxes. It's just like, all right, well, this cost me 0 tempo. I think this is my 8th foil Seal of Cleansing. Card's amazing. All right, we have the Enslaved Horror. I have a fun story about Enslaved Horror. We used to play Team Legacy, and we used to play Team Legacy Reanimate at Comet Castle. So I would reanimate the Enslaved Horror, and my opponent would for free get the creature he entombed out into play, and our opponents wouldn't be able to do shit because it was fucking turn 1 or 2. So, if you ever play Team Reanimate Legacy, Enslaved Horror is definitely a card you want in your 120. Because I don't think you're supposed to repeat cards. So, like, one player would have that. Alright, Blockade Runner. I mean, 2/2 unblockable. Mediocre. Ooh, Yavimaya Elder. This is definitely going in a deck. Look at the curve on this thing. Can you see it from the camera? Oh, yeah, there you go. Look at that. That is some bad curvage. Beautiful card. Great effect. You get it no matter what happens. Like, you have the option to do it yourself, but you get it no matter what happens, which is the best part about it. The Body Snatcher I talked about earlier with my best deck I ever made. This is in there. I never had a foil one. Cool stuff. I think this has been errated to be a mercenary. Notorious Assassin. We should Google that. I'm going to Google that now. We're going to have to go to Gather Room. If they did change it, that would be a big change. It's a human spell shaper. All right, it's not a mercenary, but pretty good removal. Cave-In, that was kind of expensive. Another free card. Remove a red card, deal 2 Pyroclasm. I've seen some decks that are Cut Purse typey. Let's try and get that shit going. 3-drop, 1/1. Each opponent sacrifices a permanent unless they pay 1 colorless. Also, I haven't said this before, but all of these cards are organized in the way that they were organized on the spreadsheets, which was however Lee had them in the binder, which was very haphazard and confusing and not really together. Especially when we get the sets, I think that Lee did them like alphabetical, but not by color. So they're going to be very mixed. I don't know, just a word for the wise. We got one of my favorite cards coming up here. I got about 8 of these. I think Vendetta is a really good card. Although the non-black shit's annoying. You lose life to toughness. We have a second Foreboding Watchtower. Ooh, sexy, sexy. We got a foil True Believer here. This will be my 5th. This card is amazing. You can't get duress with this shit out. We got a foil Croesus' Catacomb that needs to go right into a deck. These are like $15. Not a cheap card. I've been playing with Urza's Guilt in my deck. Very cool card. Foil Tribal Flames. If anybody builds a multicolor deck, that's going to be in it. It's interesting when these sleeves run out. And a Volver. Just wanted a foil Volver. Oh, is that a foil Firebolt? Oh, yeah, dude. Let's get some of that shit up in here, dude. I mean, you're talking about like min-maxing burn, right? Like min-maxing burn. I think this is min-maxing burn. At some point, your burn deck, if the opponent is any good, this is not win more. This is win when you're down. You know, like, I think this card's very cool. I think it's a positive in a burn deck. Prophecy. Did I cover? Yeah, I did. I did put things in the wrong order here. There we go. Okay, here's another card that I've been buying up continuously. I think this is my 6th Well-Wisher. I think this card's just amazing. If you're going to build a fucking elf deck, especially in multiplayer, this card just fucking rocks. The Geothermal Crevasse. We've talked about that one already. I just think that's pretty good. Ooh, Petrified Field. I think this is very fringe. Very, very fringe. You got to have a weird combo to make this work. I think this is probably a better buy for some of the more like recent decks instead of necessarily like an in-format pre-modern deck. Well, the next card is Foil Chainer. That's some fucking money. We should see how much that's worth. Chainer. Good Lord. It's got 8 printings, 2 of which are art cards. 2 of which are old borders. And 1 alternate art. Heavy plates at 25. Moderates at 50. Light plates at 56. I think I played 40. But, I mean, if you're going to have a commander, I mean, alright, let's get rid of that shit. This is a sweet-ass mono black commander. You can do whatever the fuck you want with this. I've been looking at Nightmares. There's not that many, but there was a cycle of, like, Torment. Yeah, that's the set it's from that has them. It's like the ones that come into play and do something, but then they get removed. So, the one that makes them discard a card, and then when it dies, it comes back. They've got the one that's remove a creature from the game. When it dies, come back. Cool stuff. Foil Guided Passage. Hot fucking shit right here. This is your card advantage in this era, dude. You get, what? 1, 2, 3 cards. 3 fucking cards for 1. All right, here we go. Foil Unearth. I gotta look that one up. How much did I spend on that? I bet I spent a lot less than it's fucking worth. We're looking at a damaged foil at $74. Moderate at $100. And light play at $110. Man, this card. Ooh, I'm going to handle it very carefully. Wait till I get to the Llanowar Wastes. So, just as some foreshadowing, Lee told me that he did not want to take the Llanowar Wastes out of the sleeve ever again until it was sold. That's how pretty it is. So we're going to do a look at that. I'm going to put it in a perfect fit instead of one of these big bulky things. I feel like the bulky things, they can move around in a little bit and get a little damaged. So I like the perfect fits. We have another Phyrexian Defiler. Not very exciting. This looks insane. Sack a creature, prevent all damage to a creature or player from one source. So basically, you can turn your 1/1 into a. I blocked that 8/8 trampler. I don't know. I should probably buy 20 more of these. There you go, Ian. I'll give you another shout out. Buy a Martyr's Cause. This card looks insanely broken. Yeah. Like, I'm going to make like a bunch of saplings. I get 5 saplings. And it's just like, well, the next 5 times a source of damage. It says one source. It doesn't say creature. It says source. So your Urza's Rage can't be countered, but you can prevent the damage? My lord. Martyr's Cause. We should probably buy some more of those. How much are those? We're going to put... Oh my god, the next card's the Llanowar Waste. Alright, let's look at Martyr's Cars. We might put some of these in our cart right now. Martyr's Cause. What are we looking at price-wise? We're looking at like a $10 moderate play. Ooh, man. I'm going to put a light play in my card. My card has 0 cards, right? Well, no. My card has 8 cards, but that's for other things. I'm going to put that in my card. I think I should own another Martyr's Cause. Sack a creature. Prevent all damage to a creature or player. Amazing. All right, we're going to look at the Llanowar Waste. This is the last time. Oh, you already know. Ian's one of my favorite friends. Okay, we're going to look at the card that he didn't want to take out of the sleeve again. Oh, that's very pretty. Okay, let's get this under some... Nobody's ever going to touch it again. Okay, guys, this is my very first foil Apocalypse Painland that I've ever owned in my life. We're even going to put it in another one of these. Like, this card is the mintiest of mints of mints. And, yeah, there we go. And it's in a fucking Ultra Pro. That's beautiful. That card was not cheap. I think I didn't pay as much as they're worth, but let's look it up. Oh, God. You're looking at heavy plate at $260, moderate at $280, and light at $300. I do believe that these will be some of the most valuable fucking lands from any of these sets. Or most valuable cards. Yes, I need 3 more for Robin's Fat Foils. So if y'all don't know, Robin's Fat Foils is my favorite bling deck. I have blinged out all the creatures, but I have not blinged out... I think the only thing I haven't blinged out is the Llanowar Wastes, so I need 3 more. Also, Ian, I'm going to take out the Achroma for the squirrel dude. I'm going to do it since I bought one. Okay, we're going to go to Soul Channeling. This seems like a good card to play with 3 mana because the cost is life. Like, you want to keep your commander alive? Well, you can do it tapped out. Kind of cool. Mishap and Fiend is just mercenaries. We got more mercenaries here. We got more foot pads. I think Silkneck's a cool card. I want to put it in my dragon deck. Not the old one, the EDH one. Weatherseed Fairies, I think, is an amazing card. Just good. I've always liked Marker Beetles. We got this foil Distorting Lens. Good Lord. Put that in the fucking sleeve. I've made several decks based off of Distorting Lens. Okay, I think, guys, we're going to get to the point where we're going to lands. Okay. this is how many lands we have to go through. I'm going to separate them by sets. I want to talk to you a little bit about them before I start going, because when I start going, I'm just going to go like a madman. So I'm going to pour a drink, I'm going to take a drag, and we'll talk about it. Okay, so I told Lee that my base on the lands was about $2, right? I'll pay $2 for any foil land, any foil pre-modern land. And he was saying that some of them go for like $7. And I was like, some of them go for 50 cents. You know, I don't think any of them went for 50 cents, but I don't know if that's what I said. I don't even think I remember saying that, but that's my thought. So we're going to see some cool lands. I'm going to sort them out by sets, and I'm going to yell and scream when we get to some cool ones. Again, to stay on track, after we're done with this, we're going to go very quickly through the 3 sets that I bought, the partial sets. I know they're not on screen, but here, I'll move them over. The 3 partial set boxes, 1, 2, 3. Those will be very quick. We're not going to look up prices. None of them have sleeves. We're not going to sleeve any of them. They're mostly missing the valuable cards. But, you know, for $150 to get 50 cards, I think that was a pretty good fucking deal. And all of those were bought at buy list prices. I'm not a store. I will probably eventually own one, but I am not there yet. Dude, this fucking Llanowar waste, dude. Alright, we're going to go through here pretty quick. I'm just going to yell at the fancy ones. So we got some Invasion Mountains. Ooh, this is going to take a while. I'm going to get better as we go. Some Odyssey. I like the Mercadian Mask ones, dude. I think those are like some of the oldest like set ones. Because I think they are the oldest set ones because the Urza's blog didn't have foil set lands except for promos. Oh, I guess actually the 7th edition foil lands are older. Those are probably the most valuable. So his first set here, I think that are on top, are kind of like the lower end ones. I'm very excited to get into the other half of these because I think they were the more valuable ones. But Lee was nice enough to kind of give me a deal on all of them. I mean, I bought a lot of cards from them. So it only makes sense that I was given cash money for like a good deal, right? And we didn't take the 10% off, which is what I wanted to do. Oh, I like that land. I never owned foil 7th again. Oh, here we go. Winner right there. Favorite island. That's probably a $10 island. I don't know how to look it up. Maybe Ian can look it up. But I think that is the most valuable land we're going to find in this stack is that one. Mask was before 7th. Okay. All right. So there you go. That's the Invasion land. We got 2 more. We got Prophecy Masks. Ooh, I love this Mask Island. That's beautiful. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get into the unsleeved lands. These might need to go into the sets. I'm not sure. I'm not separating them right now. We're just going to do it by set. And look at the curve, dude. Look at the curve. You all see that? That's a fucking Pringle. This whole motherfucking stack. All right, we have news from chat on what I believe is our favorite island here. Light plate is $8, and they have some heavy and damage for 2 to 3. All right, man. I would be interested in buying every heavy and damaged one they have on the entire planet. Those are the coolest fucking islands from Invasion. Or probably from pre-modern. All right. There's the little Yoda hut. I always thought that was Star Wars. You know, yesterday was May the 4th be with you. Today is Revenge of the 5th. Invasion lands are cool. It's a big chunk of invasion lands. Oh, I always like that one. Oh, and do an inverted Mercadia. Always a hot one. Bunch of Odyssey. Onslaught. Ooh, some more sevenths. There was more sevenths in here than I thought. Okay. All right. So, whew. I'm going to try and keep going. I'm not going to try and slow down. What we're going to do next is we're going to go through the sets. So let me clear the table. This is the hottest card that we got. We'll put that on fucking top right there. Fucking foil Llanowar Wastes. I'm talking 300 fucking bucks right there, man. That is some hot fucking shit. We only got 2 cards from Legions. We only had 1 non-land from 7th, but we got like... I think the 7th lands are probably going to be worth at least more than $2 fucking dollars. All right. I hope that Ian is cleaning his house and only somewhat listening to me. Okay. I'm going to go to the bathroom again, and then we're going to go through these 3 sets. This is, he doesn't put a name on it, but this one's missing 60 cards, missing 50 cards, and the Mercadian Mask, I believe, is missing over 100 cards. But Mercadian Mask is like 340 cards. The Invasion set that he wanted to sell me was $3,000 because it's got fucking 340 cards in it. So these are subsets. This is a main deck set, and then after that we'll go through this. But I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick again because I keep drinking. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're going to go through these very quickly. I'm probably just going to shout out the cool cards. Let's start with Mercadian Masks. Lee was nice enough to give me his boxes with his handwriting on them. And this Tarkir box, which was nice. I do have a side story. It's very sad. I hope, Ian, you listen up if you're going to listen up at any point. But I brought $2,200 in cash, and I'm sure that somebody stole it out of my car when I went and got my cat's medication. I never found the box lid, Ian. But somebody stole fucking $2,200 from me from my roll down windows in my car while I was at the cat place. I was bringing it to fucking Lee. I'll never put $2,000 in a fucking envelope again. It's fucking terrible. Also, look at these fucking cards. Lee, I deserve buy list price at that fucking, like, my thumb's not even on it. I'm just using it to, like look. Did that. So the money I was gonna buy for these cards, I had to pay twice. Okay, so we're gonna start here. These are the extra cards. These are the cards that were not. Oh no, there's some more. All right. So these cards were not priced in. I believe there were 4 lands. One of my favorites. There were 2 promo cards, the Stone Rain and the Drummer. Now, the Stone Rain was priced in as a Tectonic Break, which is like a $28 foil, which is much more than this foil. But I'll take the hit on it. He gave me a good deal on everything. So these cards I kind of paid for all of them through the Tectonic Break misplay. But that's why these are on top. All right, let's just look for cool cards. I don't want to take too much time on here. Bloodhound is really cool. Blood Oath, that's another rare. Foil Slaver. Tremon's Leet, Crash is hot. Darting Merfolk was kind of used. And again, there was a drummer in here. There were 2 of them. Somehow the lands are numbered in a weird way. It's Hot Islands. I've never seen a non-promo Lightning Hound. Here's the promo Lightning Hounds. Here's a normal. I've never seen a non-promo Lightning Hounds before. Alright. Nothing. I guess Snake Pit's pretty kind of cool. So nothing really good from Mercadian Masks. I think that was like $150, which I think was a little overpriced. But I think we're going to get into some things that I think were underpriced, especially with the Destiny stuff. Let's go to Nemesis. Diver was not in the price, so that was not paid for. That's why it's on the top. Aether Berry. All right, so here's the Battlefield Preacher. I told you there are 2 Perchers in that set. I didn't know that. Yeah, look at that. There's 2 fucking Perchers. Battlefield and Bevels. A Foil Blastoderm is fucking hot. Foil Defiant Falcon's pretty hot. Foil Dominate's hot. A Snare, Flame Rift. I kind of like those cards. Reverend Silence isn't bad. Seal of Cleansing is great. That's like a $25 card. That's like a $25 card. That's missing all the expensive stuff. But I think he was lucky to sell them to me, and I was lucky to get them for buy list prices. Again, look at that curve, man. Like I'm not putting any weight on it. It's a Pringle. All right. Now we have the last one. Oh shit, we got some comments. Seal of Fire is pricey too. It is. There wasn't a Seal of Fire in that box though. No, Courage Bait. Come on, Courage Bait. Let's go. Let's go. I did not miss that fucker. Cleansing, Doom, Seal, Strength, Removal. It is not in there, Courage Bait. I have a set already, and I would have mentioned it as one of my favorite cards, but it is not in this missing $60. All right, well, my friend Ian says that Nemesis is going to benefit pretty good. By the way, welcome Cougar Baits. I would also love to bang some mills when I can. Um, we'll see if we can get there. I'm going to take a little drag here before we get to the next one, which I think is the coolest one. There are some bangers in here. Let me pull up what I paid for these sets, just so they're on record. I'm gonna have to do a couple clicking arounds and fucking shit like that. That's not even in there. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go to like fucking Facebook. Okay. Where do we pay for that shit? Give me the lands. Sorry, this is not how I wanted to spend my time. I'm just trying to help y'all here. Maybe it was on Discord. We had so many communications. Yeah, it was on Discord. Okay, so all right. The Nemesis partial was 254. The masks is 172. I think I overpaid on both of those. And then the Destiny one is 249. And we haven't gone through that yet. So let's do that now. There are some bangers in here. All right. Again, they're like alphabetized, but not by color, which is not set number. The Caltrops, that one's been very exciting for people fighting in EDH currently. I've always liked Eradicate. False Prophet's not good. But this was also the pre-release card. I wanted my Osprey. Flicker's okay. Gamekeeper's hot. Iridescent Angels Drake is a combo. I always like Keldon Vandals. Maybe there weren't as many bombs as I thought there were. There's just a lot of cards in this set. I know those are Ravenous Rats. Quash is fun. There we go. That card's got to be worth at least $50. Right? So we're paying... what did I say here? Why did I scroll down? $250, and that's like a third or a fifth of the price. Right there for that one card. Sanctimony's got to be worth $6. That's got to be worth another $40, man. Sagil asleep. That's my girl. That was the one on the Untap Energy. So a little less exciting than I thought, but at least two big bombs in the Ravenous Rats and the Sigil. All right, now the next thing we need to do, if you'll want to stay for that, I'm going to finish my wrap up on the sets. So if anybody's interested in the sheets, I'm happy to share them with you on what I paid for everything. I don't want to hide anything for my prices. Actually, I'll put it in the chat here. Especially for Cougar Bait. Oh, here. Give me a second. I'm going to put our pricing structure in here. All right, there you go. That's what I paid for everything. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to build a deck. I need to get some bulk. Allow me a moment for that. up. All right. I got some foil lands. Bulk roundup. I'm gonna build our deck here. Let me pull that up on the screen here. We did Untapped, right? No, I think I put it in Moxfield. Cougar Bait, where are you from? Did you enjoy this? I'd love to hear your story. It's not what I want. There we go. Okay. All right. We're going to build this deck. West Coast. What is West Coast? I'm from Austin, Texas. I'm part of Romancing the Stones. You ever heard of it? I'd love to give you a Discord invite. We're playing a tournament tomorrow, which is what I'm getting this deck ready for. All right, so these are all the non-foils. You can ask Ian. He lost my top to the box. He like threw it away somewhere where we couldn't get to it. He just chunked it over the fucking abyss. Ian, I'm going to do something that may blow your mind, but this is from a different box. Okay. Okay, so we need 4 Minotaur Illusionists. So here, we got our paper cards, and we got our real cards. And then we have sleeves. We have, I believe this should be enough sleeves. Yeah, fucking Volrath took it and fucking killed me with it. What is your favorite format, Cougar? Alright, so we need 4 Mentors. And if y'all see me pick up some bulk that's worth money, let me fucking know. I mean, I don't think Brute Suit's worth fucking shit, but, you know, I'm not no expert. Alright, now we have to go with the Targath. Okay. Now, I am going to go get my foil Targath out of my commander deck. But for now, we're going to go with this one. I only own 1 of them. I need to own 3 more. That'll be a problem for tomorrow. Also, a problem for tomorrow is probably going to be finding my Hydroblast and Pyroblast altars. All right. Now we need Counterspell. No, now we need more beer. And a drag. Then we need Counterspell. Ooh. Cougar, I have the coolest counterspells to show you. We just got them done at our local tournament. The artist there from Tolarian Academy showed up and did these for me. And he was so excited. It was probably what he told me his favorite project he's ever worked on. So I want to share it with you. Stephen Daniels did oh no, that's not right. There we go. Wait, what am I doing wrong here? Ah, there we go. What? No, I fucked that up too. There we go. Stephen Daniels. I think that's a pretty cool fucking signature across all four. He said he'd never done that before, and he enjoyed doing it. Neon Mushroom. Ooh, I can tell you where I got the list from. It's on my Untapped. I don't want to take credit for this deck. I am, or tapped out, I guess. I take my own. I'm the best vintage Goblins player in the world. I will say that, but I don't want to take credit for all these things. This deck was copied from who does it say? What does it say? I don't know if I can give credit. Well, I certainly didn't make this deck. Fuck you, Ian. All right, let's keep going. All right, so we got the counter spells. What do we need next? We need Fire and Ice. I bought these from Pat's. All right, so we got 3 there, and we got mine that I owned already. There we go. Come back to those. I live in the hood, so there's lots of sirens and such. You know, Ian, I know that you're giving me some shit, but I know that you also know that I am the best. Okay, so what we're going to do with this one is we're going to go 1 beta, and we're going to go 3. I would like y'all's opinion. Do we go 4 unlimited in a beta, or 3 unlimited in a beta, or 1 beta and 3 unlimited? This is y'all's decision. What should I play tomorrow? A matching set or one with a beta? A matching set? Well, alright. What am I going to do with this beta shit then? Dude, Ian, I had to fucking proxy Stronghold Mana Leaks because I gave all of them to the children. Oh, God. Help me. Help me fix this error. Yeah, I'll save it for the Bolas deck. That's a good call. But I need you to give me 3 Stronghold. No, I want to borrow German. I don't know what they fucking do in German, man. Shit. You know what, Ian? If you bring German ones tomorrow, I will play your German ones over this bullshit. I will do that for you. All right, next we got prophetic bolts, which I do already own 3 of. I don't own any foils, at least not in the stacks that I looked through. All right, there we go. I got 3 prophetic bolts. I want to hear who Cougar's Bait's group's called. Right? You got to have a group. We're romancing the stones out of Austin. All right, prophetic bolts. I want foils of these, but they're just like all over the place in price. It's very hard to lock down like what they're fucking worth. All right, we got 2 these bitches. Main deck, which is fucking wild. I guess you're going tempo, right? All right, then we got the didgeridoos. Didgeridoos? Didgeridoos. Oh, those are hot. Those are hot right there. So let's look this one up. I paid 21 bucks. Let's see how much they are now, right? What are these things? Light plate for 16. They are less than what I paid for them. I'd say it's a good time to pick up some didgeridoos. How many of them are at 15, 16? Oh, they are very cheap. All right, there's my next spec for you. Olivanov. Buy some fucking didgeridoos. Because I'm going to make this deck famous. Oh, that card's nasty. Sleeve nasty. Okay, what do we got next? Four foil standstills. Well, I do have that. You want to see some beautiful fucking cards? Ooh! Ooh! There we go, baby. Look at those hot shit. A set of foil standstills. I will take it. You know, it's really fun when you go and you proxy a 50-cent Targath, but you have like a $300 standstill. I don't know. It's just the world that I happen to live in. Set of signed standstills. All right, now we got Barbarian Ring. I guess I could go. I'll switch out the foil one from the Commander deck later, but I do have a non-foil one here that we'll put in for now. Cougar Bait left us. He was bored. Or Ian left me and he hates me. I don't know which of the two happened. But one of the two things happened. We got 2 Fairy Conclaves foil. Like when we went on a What is Fun Nut? Oh, Malevolent Rumbles? What the fuck is that do? Right, no one has it because it's fucking stupid. Oh yeah, that's a good card though. That's a good card. I like that card. All right, now we need 7 islands. islands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 islands. Look, it's got a lid. After I get done with my stream, Ian, I'd be down for a call if you're still up. I know it's not too late. I just do know that you have like a normal job. My next priority tomorrow starts at like fucking 2 p.m. So. All right, now here we go. This one's hot. This is going to be a hot one, guys. I just bought a set of the seasons. Oh, yeah. All right, well, when you're putting it together and you haven't crashed yet, I can just talk on speakerphone. In any case, I'm going to call you, and if you don't answer, then you don't answer. It's not like a threat. It's just a fact of life. Dude, this winter one was like more expensive than all of the other ones put together. It's fucking ridiculous. Crazy fucking shit. What are you playing? What are you playing tomorrow? All right, now we need 6 fucking mountains. All right. What is this doing over here? Let's get this out of here. Get out of here. And this beta fucking bolt? What are you doing over here? Stupid card. Who would ever play that card? Terravor Oath? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think Terravor Oath is obviously the best deck in the format and a cop-out. But that's just me. I'm notorious for running decks that I think are not the best. So that's just my own fucking problem. Alright, after mountains we have 4 fucking Shivan Reefs, which I have somewhere, but shall be proxied for tomorrow, I think. And then the Foglio Hydroblast and Pyroblast, like, I'm going to give them a look, but I don't know if I necessarily want to do that on fucking camera. Okay, now we need Shivans, right? We got 1, we bought number 5, and we got to proxy 3 of them. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3. Runaway Trash Bot. Goodbye. Ooh, I got a lucky Ocarina. Maybe that'll be my lucky card. Befriending the Moths. Looks stupid. Okay. Alright. That should be 60. I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to take a little bit of a breather. And we're going to work on the sideboard. Whew! Fun day of fucking Magic. Alright. I'm going to go. And again, I hope to replace these with my altars tomorrow, but I just don't want to have the time. I don't have the time to, like, I was already printing out a card, so I might as well print out all the cards I couldn't find. So hopefully these become beautiful Foglio altars by tomorrow, but if they don't, it's all part of the plan to not waste fucking time. So Ian, I think a deck that is very fun that I want to play is the Osprey deck. That looks like so much fucking fun. I bought 3 foil Ospreys from Lee because I think that looks fucking sweet. Like, I'm just gonna put like Curiosity on this fucking stupid bird. All right, we need 2 overloads. Do we not get 2 overloads? Oh my god, did I not proxy one? No! We're gonna be short an overload. Fuck me. We're gonna be short a card in the sideboard. Do you have an overblue? I need 1 overload. That's the only card I need. Foil, non-foil, whatever. God damn it. 2 pyros, 3 pyros. Oh, I need a fucking sleeve on that one. I have a Shattering Pulse. I can go get a Shattering Pulse. No, I want to play the stock. I want Overload. God damn it. If you don't have Overload, I'm just going to go, I don't know, fight somebody. And we need 2 crypts. 2 crypts. Did I print one too many Pyroblast, or did I forget one? No, I need another Pyroblast. Well, we need a placeholder card, so I don't have fucking 74. I guess it's going to be Avalanche Riders. In the hopes that we get... Why would they put the perfect fit on like that? That's so fucking annoying. Oh, this is the one where they folded it in half. Ian, I have a good story for you. Somebody folded this fucking thing in half, and Past Games gave it to me for fucking free. Oh no! I got a better one. I'm going to put a G2 enchantment in. Oh, but there's a sideboard card. Nah, well, what the fuck do I do with a sideboard card? Fuck. Well, sideboard a Beta Lightning Bolt. Is Lightning Bolt? The overloads must be in a partial deck somewhere. All I found was not found. Oh! We found a Pulverize, right? There was a Pulverize in the review we did today. But first, while I look for Pulverize, is Lightning Bolt legal? I don't know if there's 7th edition. Probably not 7th edition Lightning Bolts because those would be foil. Ooh! No, Rack and Ruin. Is Rack and Ruin allowed? What are the legal sets? Can I play a Levitate? through Scourge. I just got to Google it myself. Pre-modern sets. Urza's sets. Yes, Urza's Legacy is allowed. All right, we're going to play a single levitation. So we're going to call this flying fucking flying minotaurs. And it'll be my board in case they have like goblins or something like that. We're one short. What is the card we're missing? Fuck. Alright. We're going to have to go through these one by one again. Alright. 4 Minotaurs. 4 Tangraths. 4 counterspells. 4 Fire and Ice. Come on, you little bitch. Get in your fucking sleeve. Alright, 4 Lightning Bolts. 3 Monoliths. 3 Pyros. 2 of those. 4 Dredges. 4 Standstills. 1 Barbarian Ring. 2 Fairy Conclaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, we're missing an island. 7. That's the card we're missing, is an island. Which means we have to take a card out of the fucking sideboard. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, there's no more fucking islands in this shit. 4 Mishras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mountains. 4 of these. Ugh. We got 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, and 1. Oh yeah, this is a nasty one. We did take 1 sleeve off. Alright. Okay. I got 75. Well, that was fun. I think Prophetic Bolt's a pretty fucking sweet card in this deck. I'd like to play Guided Passage, but I don't have the green. Levitation seems like a weird sideboard card, but fuck it. But we can find a better card. Let's find a better card. Levitation is sus. Red and blue. This is better for the control matchup. We're only going to pick from cards that I bought. Now that's it. It's Fire Blast. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go Fire Blast. That helps up in a Myrdred. Oh, all right. Good night. I'm about to end. Here, stay along until I say goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you all for watching me. Have a good night. We're going with